she's not a teacher, she's not a coach, she's my sensei. Because I was just watching Karate Kid and I understood that, okay, Yvonne is my sensei. Oh, that is such a good question. What has changed in my life and work since I started to work with Yvonne? Yeah, I could even say that what hasn't changed because so much has happened. It's been a subtle development, but I think this is one of the results, very, very concrete results for my business, that the flow of money is changed so dramatically. And it was really funny that, I don't know, maybe funny is not the right word, but ever since we started the Flamingo journey, I actually made 20,000 within a week after starting to work with Yvonne. I'm a lawyer turned innovation coach for heart-centered lawyers, and I used to be a very typical lawyer. I don't know if you have in mind a picture of a very typical lawyer who's very try to control everything, try to be perfect, wants to be perfect, needs to be perfect. It's very regulated and I functioned with my left brain, so very analytical and very like structured. And I wasn't happy. Yvonne has showed me the internal programming and the internal stuff that we have that are really standing in the way of our own progress and our own transformation. And I'm the kind of a person who does everything to a T. So I've joined so many programs, and I've tried to learn online marketing for, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years now. Of course, I've been an entrepreneur for even longer. I followed all of those programs and done everything they say that you should do this and you should do that. And I've done everything. And I'm looking at where are the results? Where are the results? And it doesn't happen if we have these blockages inside. Yvonne talks a lot about energy, and I've only realized the power of energy and the value of energy after starting to work with Yvonne. I mean, that's a whole other, I don't know, layer of things, and the reality really changes when you start to understand that it's not about how many hours you put in or how much work you do to sell a program or sell some service, but it's really about the energy and how to work with that energy and let it flow freely. And the way, because now I know that also other people can do field reading, but the way Yvonne does it, it's so unique and it's so special, and it's so warm, and it feels, everything that comes through Yvonne is so kind and warm and positive, and it has such a profound impact that every time I've spoken with Yvonne, it's like, okay, now I know what I need to do. And it's not like Yvonne is telling me what to do. It's like Yvonne is helping me to find those answers within, because they are within me and they are within you, but somehow we get lost in the I don't know, this busy world of external distractions, and you should do this and you should do that. And yeah, I was in that rabbit hole for so many years. And when the time was right, then I don't know, I found Yvonne or Yvonne found me. I don't know how it happened, but then my sensei came to me, and it's really transformational. All of a sudden, I get messages from people who have been on my email list for years or have been following me for years and have never reached out to me. And now they are reaching out to me because they see me as a real person, as a real person. And every time I put out some really scary social media post or email or whatever, where I'm speaking from my heart, the more scared I am, the more authentic it is. And I know authentic can be like this commercial word nowadays, but I hope you understand what I mean. That it's the real me talking. It's not thinking about algorithms and do I use the right keywords or is my messaging correct? It's just me speaking from my heart, and people can tell, and the right people will notice. And it's the scariest thing in the world, or it has been, at least for me, transitioning from that very controlled, serious lawyer, doing the serious lawyer work, into this I'm using me. How do I even explain? It's me. It's all me who is working with my clients and giving all of me in that connection and in the service that I provide and all of that. It has. I really enjoy, and I really have so much fun doing the work that I do, and I really love my clients. I never imagined that I could enjoy my work so much and find it so meaningful. And it's those connections, it's those real connections that we are able to create with other people. And that has really been the profound change, because I've been able to let go of those old programmings that have kept me kind of separate from other people and behind my I don't know, some mask. So I don't need them anymore. I just don't need it anymore. And it's not always easy. I mean, I had the most difficult beginning of this year, but Yvonne really helped me through those difficult times as well, just simply being there. And of course, with the help of the field readings that she does and she's done for me. And I mean, my mind is blown by the field readings, and also because she's so kind and empathetic, and also so she's my sensei. So many people can be afraid of this kind of work, or if it's not very clear about what is the transformation and how does it actually work, and all of those questions. And I must say that I was afraid too when I learned about Yvonne's work. It's hard to imagine that it was only a year ago, and I was like, huh, she's doing what? She's doing and then I got a taster of Yvonne's work because I participated in a group reading in a business coaching program, and I got to ask my own question that would then be handled in the reading, and then Yvonne answered my question, read the field and answered my question. And it was one of those moments when you're like, okay, I don't know what's happening here. For so many years, I lived a life that is only like from here and up. I was only living in my brains and in my intellectual. That's how I thought that I was living in my intellectual world, and I can solve anything with my brains. But if you don't dare to open that box, I mean, you're missing out on so many things to become the person who you really are, and you can really trust that nothing comes up that you cannot handle. And that's the beauty of the field. I also feel that it's so kind and it's so positive, even if the issues that you are going through are the most difficult and the most painful. You never get any information that you couldn't handle. You can always trust, because it's your core. It's your core that is really speaking. So opening that Pandora's box simply means that you are opening yourself up to those sides of you that you have maybe forgotten, or they have been neglected in your life. And when they are freed, then you are free. But it's not just listening with your head, but it's listening with your whole body. How does it feel for you? And I would say that if you are afraid, if you are curious about working with Yvonne and you have some fears, maybe you can test it out. Maybe you can have a call with Yvonne, or do a frog reading or something to because I completely understand that it can be really, really scary, and it can also be like opening a Pandora's box in some way. That do I really need to know, or do I really want to know what else is out here? So yeah, it's understandable, but if you are someone who is open to change and open to new things, and also open to the unknown, then this is like the perfect match. It couldn't get more perfect than this.